Hey everyone, Happy Dude here, and today we are going to install some LED lights in my Ford Bronco. I just love lights. I put them in everything, except my guns. So I went for the Pro Scale lights because that way you can turn the lights on or off with a button here. Or if you have a Bluetooth module, you can turn the lights separately on or off with your smartphone. And if you steer left or right, the indicators work, and you also have reverse lights and hazard lights. Sadly, it's all sold separately. So you also need lights, and I have the Bronco body, and that is serial number TRX8036. And then you also need this. Those are reverse lights and a different mounting bracket. And if you want to control the lights from a distance, you also need a Bluetooth module. And yes, I tape it in because this screw right here always breaks. So I had to drill it out and decided not to use it anymore and just use some tape. Alright, let's begin. I'm using a blanket so I don't scratch my lovely body here. Installing the lights in the body is actually very easy. I don't really need to show it. You just loose up these screws, then you remove the plastic tabs here and here. Then you can take everything out, and then you replace the fake plastic headlights with the real ones with LEDs inside. And then you put the screws back in, and then you plug this in, and that's it for the front lights. And all the other lights, you can simply push them in. And then make sure that the LEDs with the longest wire are on the passenger side, but don't forget the car is upside down. And then secure all the wires to the side with zip ties, and then connect everything to the distribution block. Don't worry, it's not that hard. All the cables are color coded and everything is in the manual. Important note, if the rear indicators are also the rear lights, like on a American car, then make sure that you use this double jumper right here in F. Okay, time to install the light module and all the wires. First, loosen up these for the motor and disconnect them. Also this one, and install this plastic piece right here. This is where we are going to install the light module. Now careful, because each hole needs a different screw, but first we do this one right here. It's the smallest, it's 10 millimeters long. And then we place the lightning power module right here, and the longest screw, it's 20 millimeters long, goes in right here. And the second longest screw goes right here. It's 14 millimeters long in total. Once the light power module is secured in place, make sure that there is no battery in the car, and then it's safe to connect the power cable to the ESC. Next up, you can connect the motor sensor to the motor cables. Normally you would use these in between, but I didn't like that, so I just soldered the cables to the wire itself. It's much more cleaner. Next up, remove the screws of the battery tray and lift it up so we can safely route the communication cable to the receiver. And just pick the same route as this cable here and zip tie them together. Don't mind the dust. Okay, the communication cable is tucked away under here. And then I removed the original zip tie and replaced it so I can put the communication cable between here, and I added another zip tie right here. And now we can simply put the battery tray back. Make sure you don't pinch any cables here. And now we are going to remove these screws right here so we can open up the receiver. And this is where I went wrong and got a bit confused with the cables. But here's the deal. If you're not using a receiver from TRXxas, then you use this splitter right here into channel 2, and then you can split the connection. And then you put the blue wire in the first channel 1. You have 2 channel 1s. But if you are using the receiver from TRXxas, then it's a bit cleaner and easier. You just use this cable right here with the 3 black wires and 1 blue one. That's the TRXxas link cable, and you just put that right there, and that cable goes into the light module right there. And if you use the other cable, that's this one right here, then the app for the Bluetooth module will not work, so you cannot control the lights with your smartphone. I know this because my app could not connect with the light module, so I could not control the lights with my smartphone. And I asked TRXxas for some help, and they simply told me, oh, your light module is broken, you need a new one. Honestly, the products of TRXxas are really good, but the support is so poorly, really. This is the second time they couldn't help me. First my boat, and now with my TRX4. So the persons that are supposed to help you through email, live chat or on the phone, they know nothing about these products. Sorry for my little rant there, but it had to be told. So if you have any problems establishing a connection with the light module and the app on your smartphone, now you know the answer. And then just plug the cable from the body into the light power module and you are done. Okay, let's test it out. Let's take our smartphone and then we turn on Bluetooth and GPS. Then we start up the TRXxas app. Then we click on dashboard and then on lights. And here you can control all the lights. So let's press parking lights. Yay! It works! And now off again. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. If you don't like these buttons, you can change them if you just press edit, and then you can remove or add certain switches. Alright, let's go and test them outside. Okay, we are now outside, and as you can see, it is pretty dark. The car is in the garage, so let's back up. As you can see, we have reverse lights. and indicators. And also stoplights. Okay, first let's turn on the running daylights. The front indicators are also running daylights, and we have side markers. And the taillights are also stoplights and indicators. Alright, let's turn on the low beams. Whoa, nice. Those are pretty bright. Alright, let's turn on the high beams. Whoa, that is very bright. This is going to be so cool on a night trail. Alright, let's park it back in the garage. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sleep tight and don't let the bad bugs bite.